So I am going to showcase what I did for my part of rumor, and I'm going to teach you some things on how I did some of it. I won't reveal everything fully because part of the reason this FLP isn't out is because I like keeping some of my secret sauce to myself. Okay, so like I don't mind sharing a little dip, little poke, little dip, you know. I don't mind sharing that, but like I ain't giving all my sauce, you know, because that defines me as like a musician, and I like keeping those secrets to myself. But what I'm going to show you will kind of give you an idea on how to do it, and you can probably end up figuring it out on yourself, on your own. So I'm going to hit play on this and show you what I did on my end. I did this. I made ID's chromatic for rumor, and I helped Sturm with some sound design as well as the drum and bass pattern style, because he was unsure on how to do drum and bass back then. And I told him like this is what you could do for like the song itself, and it was like doing that. All right, so let me break down this track on what you do to do some of these things in here. So let's start with the kicks, because everyone wants the kicks. They love the kicks, you know, they love it. So there's a lot of things going on here. First, I started with serum. You don't have to have serum for this. I learned another way of making hardstyle kicks, and I'll show you. Or hardcore kicks. It's kind of either way. But I recorded this, put it into Edison. I drug it to the playlist, and then I put it in a fruity granulizer. Now, granulizer is very underrated. People don't realize it's in here because, I don't know, a lot of musicians in F&F, for say, they're new, they don't know things, they don't understand things. I know a lot of stuff, guys. You're gonna be like, whoa. And hopefully you can spice up your stuff if you do hardcore and hardstyle and other things. You don't even have to use this for hardcore and hardstyle. You can do all sorts of things. But that's the first kick. Second kick. I have the spacing and wave spacing right there, so it slows it down. So if I were to like change this, it changes it. Pretty much the positions of the granular spacing and wave spacing, as well as the attack and the hold, will give you different results. that's kind of how I do a lot of my wacky effects. I will also tell you over here in the effects rack, a lot of these are paid. I own all of these. I purchased all of these. Camel Fight used to not be, I don't think it's available anymore, because that was like, for me, it was roughly like 6 or 8 years ago when I got it. I've held on to it since. Isotope Trash, part of a bundle. It's the distortion. And also, Camel Fat is like one of the key things here that does some of the effects, because like, if you listen, this right here is what's turning it on and off. I don't remember what this does. Oh, the granular hold time. Okay, so that's another thing you could do. There it is. Yeah, it's doing that. Okay, so I automated the parameters on the hold. Sometimes I forget what I do in some of these because it's been so long. Yeah, I automate the hold to kind of give more of like a really crazy variation. Then this one's panning, so you can hear it go through your ears. And if you're wondering how the patterns kind of sound here, it's just really, really quick little. That's how I did that. I know the unga unga thing. One of my friends really likes hearing that. He thinks it sounds like a caveman. I'll go up to that part. That's another thing. Right here, it's because it's layered. It makes that really weird like sound. And also, I had the camel fat turned off. I don't know why I did multiple. And then this is the pitch of it. So I'm pretty. It goes down. You can automate the pitch. And also, if you ever have issues where you're like, oh, I just want it in that selected spot. How do you do that? Just do this. Highlight the playlist and then right click, create automation clip. We're gonna keep going. We've got more. Same thing here. It's that granulizer thing that's giving that really crazy effect going on there. And then the it's got like a little pluck of it. And then here I have the same thing going on, the crazy wacky hold thing, so it gives more variation to it. So where's that? Wait, am I on the wrong one? Okay, so it hits one note and then I have it turned down, almost like a delay. And then it goes back up. Now, there's some key things missing here that you haven't seen, that you're probably wondering, why does it do that? Okay. Bass frequency, the filter. We've got my special. This is kind of some of my special sauce. It's actually really easy once you learn it. But I have MIDI outs linked to one of my favorite plugins, Stutter Edit. I'm not going to go into full depth on this, but I used a preset bank in this because it is very complicated making all that shit, and I wanted to save some time. Maybe at some point I'll probably make my own. But what you do, you link it up to that, and now, if you go down here, I'm going to play random ones without it, what it does. Pretty crazy shit. It pretty much warps, granulizes, stutters, LFOs for like panning for your ears, like back and forth, stereo, low pass. It's glitchy. It's a glitchy plugin. There are probably some free solutions online if you like stuff like that, but if you're wondering how to do MIDI outs, you're going to click this gear right here, have it put on 1 or 2, and then you'll go over to your MIDI out. You're going to have it on port 1. And that way, it will link up to it. Because this one, I needed a second stutter edit. And you're probably wondering, why do you need 2? Neutroa, why do you need 2? Because I had a different preset bank on that one. And that way I could kind of rotate in between each of them, giving all those wacky, crazy effects that you hear in the song. See, there's some stuff missing. You bring it all back. Now, the next thing I want to tell you is this looks complicated. Neutroa, how do you do a freeway? How do I make my kicks? I want to make some kicks. They sound cool. I really like what you did. All right. And I'm just saying that for someone said that out there. I guarantee there's at least one person. Not everyone says it. Anyways, I don't know. Blah, blah, blah. Easiest way to do it. It's EQ. Fast distort. EQ. Fast distort. EQ. Fast distort. EQ. Reverb. Camel Crusher is free. EQ. Unlink this. Link it to here. OTT. Also free. Now, I said the order of the plugins. I didn't tell you what to do in them. So be careful when you do this whole thing. Okay? Now, what you're going to do is you're going to go through each of these while making your kick. You're going to kind of lower this, move this. You're going to have the low mids, and you're going to mess around and change things. And then in the distortion, crank it up. I will recommend having your headset turned down for this because it can get very loud. You could turn this down to kind of turn it down a little bit, and you can also make how much with the mix threshold. You could do the same. And then what you're going to do, you're going to go to your next EQ. Same thing. You're going to mess around with these parameters, roughly kind of like how I'm kind of showing. There's other things in here, kind of like showing it like this. You're going to do all this. Random shit. Next EQ, same thing. Crank it up. You can also turn down the mix a little bit. And also, I'm going to throw a random kick on here to kind of show you. Turn that down. EQ, same thing. You can pump it up, turn it down, blah, blah, blah. Same thing. You want some of the low end. You can also right click this, type, high pass, turn that down, scooch it over. There's a little thing right here. You can turn it up, make it much more to where it ducks out the low ends because it gets muddy when all the frequencies start clashing. Fast distort, guess what? You're going to crank it up a bit. EQ, blah, 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 same thing, blah, blah, blah. Now, on one of these EQs, there's another thing. On one of these EQs, when you have it all set up, I'm going to bring it over here. I'm going to show you. But on one of these EQs, you're going to have this like this. One of these. And then you're going to right click it. You're not going to right click it. I'm dumb. Okay. It's this one right here. This knob. You're going to right click it. Create automation clip. Have it slope up. You can have it faster. Maybe it needs to be closer. Okay, yeah, my bad. You're going to want it on just one. Now, I'm going to throw a random kick in here, and I'm going to have it turned down, so hopefully you don't have to worry. You're typically going to want to find something that has some low end, not low end, the length of it kind of just having more of a tail type thing. It's a beefy kick is what you're going to be looking for. So I'm going to turn this down so you don't have to worry. Sometimes it doesn't work the way you want it, and I think it's because I didn't have the delay turned down. Size, you want it. You don't want that all the way up. You can also turn it down. Hell. You don't even need the reverb sometimes. Sometimes it just doesn't work. And there you go. You made a hardcore kick. Congratulations. You can also make a hardstyle kick the same way. It's a lot of fine tuning and editing, and other like VSTs could do the same thing. This is the free route. So simple as that. Now that you see right there with that EQ that we just, where's that? You could do other positions. You could do other things with it. You can just mess around with the parameters and figure out all sorts of wacky things. But that is the quickest and the easiest way of making a hardstyle kick or hardcore kick. Now, the next thing, what you're going to do, I don't remember the exact button. Tools. I don't remember. But there's a button. If you guys know what it is, tell me, because I hate looking up all this shit. I don't always do this. There's a quick button that automatically records it. I don't know what it is right now. But Edison, put it on the master. If you really don't know, record. Edit out the things. You just highlight it, double click, delete, scroll in, even more. Push it over here. You could kind of remove that if you wanted. And then this button right here, we'll put it right in the playlist. So there's our kick right there, all on its lonesome. Now, I recorded it and it wasn't too loud. So what you do now, pull up a Fruity Granulizer, make sure it's on all. You put that in there. Guess what? Crazy, right? It's crazy. Neutroa, what are you showing us today? Holy shit. I don't know. So now we are done on the hardcore kick section. Completely done. That's what you can do. If you have other questions, just ask me. Next thing is I'm going to go through the other sounds so they get some love too. It's not just the hardcore kicks. This is a little hi-hat kind of going through, and then when it changes up, there's a snare in there hitting really, really hard. You go into right here. It's don't always do this. I linked it to the hardcore kick spot, so it gives it more like pumped up the snare a little bit. It's like yeah, and then so there's that. Okay, now the voices. They are this is like rock the bass. Spectrum. I did that, but I had it turned down, as you can see, so it has the effects I used on it are all right here. I OTT'd it, compressed it. I used trash to make more of a distorty, gritty feel of it. LFO tool, you don't have to have this. You could technically just automate the volume in the playlist. It's just automatic, ease of use, kind of why I did it. Sorry for random mic mute. My nose has been bled today. We got a little bit of a hollow room. You don't need this either. It's just reverb. The stutter edit, you would need it for like effects for that, but you can also like find other solutions and stuff. Hell, you could even record the vocals and put it in granulizer and other places. So it's the same thing with idiot. It's the you're an idiot. It's the thing over here linked to that, and then you just got all that stuff going for it, and then effects, more of the vocals. Now there's some hidden things going on here. If you double click, wait. Maybe I'm just insane. Never mind. It's not random effects. But sometimes you can like say in SliceX, you can actually pitch down the stuff and make it like go in your ears and stuff like that. You can have slide notes, all these other wacky things. We got and because the effects I have on it, it kind of gives it that sound a little bit. Rapid fires through. And it goes in between the pitches a bit. I think I have this one as, yeah, higher pitched. Yeah, right here. See, I use a slide note. It gives that weird, like, effect to it. I had some impacts from different packs I found over the years. And let's see, for BF's voice. I did all of BF's voice. Here's BF's voice. And you're probably wondering, how did I do the collab thing? Sturm actually had stuff on his end, and he knew I was doing this. So he gave me like the piano and some of the things that kind of match up with the same type of keys and chord. So he had a stem, or he like exported that exact like chord, sent it to me. I put it and lined it up, and then pretty much that's how it worked there. So BF's voice. Slide notes goes into the crazy vocal pattern. The effects on the voice, I linked it because it was kind of low. OTT Blue Crusher. This is like a it's like an 8-bit crusher type thing. Isotope Trash. Dude, Trash is awesome, by the way. This was back then before I had Rift, which I gotta get the subscription for Rift. This is a really good plugin for like distortion, but I don't know what happened here. See, sometimes when I fuck with things, it messes up. Blar. Sorry if that was loud. Anyways, that's it. And then I have the effects. It's not it. I don't know why I said that. Then I had the effects right here turn off. So that, oh, I remember something in here I need to go over. The effects turn off, so it transitions into Sturm's part a bit more, because of like the only reason why the effects are like that is like the computer's like taking over his body and stuff like that. Now, last thing we got. How could I forget? There's 2 more things. What the hell? I don't remember what I did here. You're really loud, BF. What the? I think this is. What is this? What are you? What? It's gotta be something with like an EQ or some sort of effect. I don't remember what you are. It's been so long. It has to be something in one of these patterns. But anyways, going from there, I'm sorry if I don't know what this is. It's been so long. I had to look through here to take a minute, but pretty much it was probably something inside one of these patterns, and it's just kind of affecting the parameters. I don't even see it in this like at all. It's like I'm not actually existing. But now to this. The screech. I used silence 1. It's the pitch parameters over here. I use this. You have voices turned up to 8. Detune it. Distortion. And it's the same thing with this. I actually made this quite a while back. Actually further back before I even got into FNF. More of that stuff. I don't want to go in full detail on this because it would take a minute. But there you have it. There is the whole rumor FLP on my side for what I did for crunching. We had a lot of fun. It was great. It was great. Y'all take care. I'm sorry if the tutorials all over the place. That's just how I'm gonna kind of roll. I think it's funny. So